It's your boy, the girl, the one and only, Hi-Fi, coming at you with another pre-recorded travelogue video. This time we took a little journey down to a little-known event in Daytona Beach, the city that I live in. Just a little event, a few people know about it, called Bike Week. So on this journey, I happened to take a little bit of assistance from an associate in the meat space to, go and enjoy the sights, sounds, and some of the festivals. It's just kind of a little recollection of the journey, and also like one kind of, a thing that happened in the middle, and just a little bit of a before and after. You'll see when we get to it. Roll the footage. So Bike Week officially started on March the 6th. I didn't get around to starting the footage until around March the 10th. So here we are walking along Grandview Avenue all the way up to Main Street, where the epicenter of this leg of Bike Week is being held. As with every big motorcycle festival that comes to the area, they block off Main Street, the police and the town assist, so that the motorcyclists can just ride down along Main Street at their own pace, showing off their bikes without having to worry about any kind of crazy drivers or anything like that trying to come through. Not only that, this opens up for the safety of the pedestrians so they can walk along and view all the just beautiful motorcycles that people bring in and line up. They allow them to park on the sidewalks, the motorcycles only, and people can go and walk into the local attractions. And plenty of the bars set up outside venues like the Full Moon Saloon here, which has an outdoor music stage and band. Dirty Harry's also happens to have one right across the street from there. But right next to Dirty Harry's is perhaps one of my more preferred locations, the Banks and Blues, where I decided to go inside and just enjoy some of the musical stylings of the band within. In addition to the bikes, the bars, and the musical attractions, plenty of places also open up in the empty locations here, in little nooks and crannies, to bring their biker-themed merch here too. Leathers, biking pouches, patches, and the like. Come here this week, and you'd be able to find whatever you want that's bike-related. Not only do they bring in the apparel and merchandise, some places also set up food stalls, much like this one, where I decided to end my night with a chicken on a stick for dinner. Alright, so I'm here on Saturday the 14th. I'm standing just down the road from Main Street here on the corner of Wild Olive, mainly to try and get so you can hear me a little better away from the music and everything. This is actually, I think, about 24 hours after they called cancellation to St. Patrick's Day weekend events. Came down here to see how Bike Week was still hanging up because the weekend does go on. And it looks like a lot of the bikers you can kind of see there are still, they're in full swing. Although I think some of the venues might be a little packed up. Part of that might just be the time of day. The other half might be some of them are packing up early for the weekend. Maybe. I'm not 100% certain. But people still seem to be out here trying to enjoy things the best they can despite the kind of, pandemic going around and some of the fears that some of the higher ups have. And not to say that the fears are unfounded, but I'm glad to see people are still having a good time despite that. So I'm going to make my way back home to my apartment. Since things still be in swing, I think I'll make a trip back later tonight, see how things are going. Hopefully some of the venues will be back open and doing their thing to enjoy the rest of the last weekend of this year's Bike Week. If you liked what you saw and you'd like to see more, go ahead and toss a subscribe, hit that bell icon, and also consider contributing through our official Patreon. Supporting Patreon helps keep Hi-Fi and Virtual Digitainment completely independent. That allows us to say things like COVID and coronavirus, and not have to worry about little things like demonetization. It also allows us to expand and go and view more exciting events that might be happening in the future. COVID willing. Things still seem to be popping later that night, minus a few of the more open air areas, and I think that might just be related to some of the permits that got pulled for that weekend. So like the back of Froggy's Saloon, where you usually see a lot of people hanging out and dancing, this food vendor where I got the chicken on a stick from earlier. These places are more empty, but some of the more brick and mortar establishments, the pubs, the restaurants, the bars, those places still happen to be open. And so, after walking along Main Street, just seeing what was there and enjoying some more of the bike views that were there, decided to go and maybe find a place that was still open to go and have a good time inside for the night. Luckily, all the brick and mortar places seem to still be open. Things like the restaurants and the pubs, and, related kind of places. So we made our way to the corner of Main Street and A1A, also known as Atlantic Avenue, right near the beach, to a nice little restaurant/bar combo called the Cruisin' Cafe. Decided to go in, grab a few drinks, and just have a good time with the other people inside. And we're back here in the safety of a virtual reality. Coronavirus can't get us here. But, this year's Bike Week did kind of pop up at a weird time. I mean, it was scheduled here. It was kind of unplanned, the timing, that this COVID would rise so suddenly, so rapidly. But, I'm glad so many people managed to get out and have such a good time. I'm almost certain for most of them this might be the last real bit of fun and entertainment that they have before things start happening, like quarantines and all this other stuff, which is for the good and safety of everyone. But I think for the people that left, or that came, visited, and enjoyed the festivities, this will probably stick with them for the year as one of the highlights. Especially since we don't know how long this pandemic's gonna last. Yeah, that's gonna be it from me for today. Signing off. And I hope you all stay safe, enjoy yourselves, and do go outside responsibly.